FileMaker.org. This is Jason Mondock. It is, we're nearing the end of day 3. The boat, the dinner, everything's tonight. So everybody's getting a little tired, getting a little, wanting to go back to the room and just chill out for a little bit. So I'm very fortunate to have 5 minutes with Kirk Bowman from Mighty Data, who's been maybe the busiest guy I know at DEF CON this year, 2009. First of all, how many DEF CONs for you now?
All but one. So I think they said this is the 14th, and I've been in 13 of the 14th.
Oh my. You got the record so far for people I've talked to this week.
Well, it would have been 100% attendance, but my son was born 1 year, so I didn't make it.
Well, it's a great reason to miss a DEF CON. What do you think of San Francisco as the location for DEF CON?
As a city, I like it. There's a lot to do here. Definitely, if we came back, I would have more time so I could spend time in the city. So the city itself, I love.
Right. How about as a DEF CON location at the hotel facility? What are you feeling?
Not as crazy about the facility. I like the layout of some of the other properties better. I do like a cooler climate, so my preference would be to take like the facility from Phoenix and put it in San Francisco.
Right on. We were talking the other day about the amount of space we actually had to deal with in Phoenix. Just the width of the resort is like 2 blocks here, so or even more. So we get a lot of options by having the location be in San Francisco. So that's cool. So you being so busy, 2 sessions and an unconference session.
Yep.
Plus you're a sponsor.
That's correct.
So and there's some added stuff going on there, right?
Yeah.
What tell us about that experience?
Well, this has been my busiest DEF CON ever. Normally, even when I've spoken, I could go to a session or 2. I haven't been to 1 session this year, and at this point, I think it's a lost cause.
Right.
There's just between the sponsorship and preparing for the sessions and the other things that are going on, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's busy.
What are your session topics? Just give us a quick summary.
I did a session on FileMaker in the iPhone, so I talked about 3 different ways to integrate FileMaker in the iPhone. I did another session on HTML email, and really what I'm trying to do is communicate additional information about HTML email that maybe just when you're looking at one plugin, you don't realize.
Okay. You did the iPhone session already, right?
Correct. The iPhone session was yesterday afternoon.
And then I actually just sat in on the session, an unconference session, which this was getting plugged on a lot of the podcasts. I know I heard you do one, Jonathan Stark. There's a lot of buzz about it, and just finished. So do you have any impressions right off the top of your head about that session?
I thought it went like we intended it to. The idea was to throw 4 of us up there with different approaches to business and ask some questions, hear what the different approaches are, not to say which one's right or wrong, but to say this is what different people are doing, and the idea was to hopefully help people in the audience think about how they're doing their business. If they're not happy with it, give them some options to consider.
I think you succeeded at that. There was definitely that sort of sense of, wow, these are some different models. And which model, I'm in the audience and I'm thinking which model best fits me.
Yep.
Probably kind of obvious because my company is similar to your company. You know what I'm saying? So there's automatically, it makes sense for us to sort of approach things the same way. And I think that's probably more of what it ended up being. But what I want to ask you about in regards to that session is this movement. It's actually outside the content of the session.
Sure.
There's this movement towards more interaction, more sort of in the moment kind of dialogue and discussion at DEF CON this year.
Yep.
And we're seeing pause on error, something that's developing. We're seeing social media with Twitter and with blogs and with this sort of constant dialogue.
Yep.
Do you like that? What are your impressions about that?
I love it because I think the way you get better is by interacting with other people and seeing what are they doing. How did I come to my ideas about things? It's because I talked to 10 other people about it, and I go, I like that, I don't like that, this is what works for me. So I love the constant dialogue. The pause on error, I really wanted to go to that, I had a commitment, but I'm definitely going to be at the next one. I love that interaction. I think the collaboration not only raises you as an individual or a company, but it raises the community.
Yeah.
And so I'm all for it.
That's great. Your session, the session we just finished, I think really was in that spirit. And that's what I like the most about it. More so even than the content. More so even than the dialogue, which I did like, but we don't have time to get into now. So Mighty Data, tell us what's going on with Mighty Data, what you're up to, and you know, anything new.
Sure. Well, we're a custom development and training company, headquartered in Dallas, Texas, with satellites in Austin, Houston, and we're opening a satellite in Denver.
Wow.
We just brought on a couple of new FileMaker authorized trainers. Jason Young is joining us in our Denver office. Martha Zink is joining us in our Houston office. We started doing some free webinars to kind of help bring some value to our customers. We've announced a new training class called The Tough Stuff. It's loosely based on Ray Colligan's FileMaker 10 Bible. It's designed to go beyond the FileMaker training series.
Awesome.
So that's kind of the things we announced. The other part of it is business is just going really well. We've really signed some really cool projects with some really new customers lately, and so the custom development, which is our bread and butter, is going well. So we're just rock and rolling and having a good time.
Sounds like it's been a great year.
It has been. It has been.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for spending
Thanks
5
much,
minutes.
Jason. Good to see you again.
Yep, 5 minutes with Philly FileMaker. That's phillyfilemaker.org.